Being in front of the camera is weird. I have a bunch of scripts here and I try to like go off of that generally, but it usually works out better if I don't. So I've just decided I'm not gonna use that. Hey guys, my name is Luke Justin Roberts and I make music. Welcome to my Patreon page. Now, I grew up deeply religious and I actually went to school for engineering, and I got all the way to my 4th year of the PhD program at Maryland before I realized, why am I doing this? At that point, I decided to quit and pursue a career in what I actually care about, music. For me, the difference that I wanted to make was directly in people's lives through the feeling and the experiences that I could create with people. Now, if you're here, you probably already know that I am working on an album of about 12 or 14 songs that I plan to release song by song over the next year. The plan is to take advantage of the new way that the music industry works, where it's not so much about the album anymore, it's more about the individual piece of content, but still create a cohesive piece of art by tying each song together. These songs I've written over the past decade or so, and they kind of range all over the place when it comes to the type of content that it's about. Some are love songs, some are songs about my journey through massive personal insecurity and how that played out in relationships, and how a lot of things just were deeply, deeply affected by the fact that I needed this validation from other people in order to function. Another big theme of this album is going to be working through my faith, or my loss of faith. Going from a place of thinking that I knew how the world worked, that I knew that it was this box that was very, very clear, to recognizing that life was more than just trying to adhere to a rigid theological doctrine and trying to get everyone else to believe in that same way. I'm currently letting everything be a question mark, and I think there's a lot of beauty in the mystery. And honestly, I think that there's more faith involved in seeking the truth wherever it leads than deciding ahead of time that I know I'm going to reach a specific conclusion. That's what this album is about, my story going through those things. Now, normally what I do when I go and create something is I will go and kind of hide in my dark studio with the lights off. Or sometimes I'll turn on like a spotlight or something, and I'll use that as my kind of creative safe space to make stuff in. And then once I finish, I will bring out, the thing to show to everybody. It's all pretty, nobody heard the really awful draft songs. Nobody saw the video parts that were really cringy and bad, or any of that stuff. Along with that, nobody saw the iterations and the development of the creative piece. What I'm thinking about as I'm writing a song, what's going into the lyrics, how am I processing through it emotionally, how am I thinking about what the visuals are and how they reflect the meaning of the song. This time I've decided that I want to open up this creative process to everyone who joins our community here. You'll get to see all of it, which is something I normally do not share with people. It's a very vulnerable thing, and I am not used to opening up that part of me. So you're gonna get to see something that few people have seen before, and I feel kind of weird about it, but I'm excited. Yeah, I definitely feel weird, but it's gonna be good. Now, if you're not familiar with Patreon, it's a way for you to get more access to the content creators that you love. In exchange for a small monthly donation, you actually get access to all sorts of crazy stuff that somebody does. In my case, for example, you'll get early access to songs, see the videos early, jump on exclusive live streams where we'll talk about the different aspects of the album, interactive planning documents. You can write in your thoughts there and give feedback and that kind of stuff. Merch, things like t-shirts, posters, cassette players that are custom branded. I actually want to release the album on cassette because I think that'd be really retro and cool. I'm just really excited about that. Turns out you can get custom branded cassette players. That's all going to be delivered to you. Behind the scenes footage of the creative process. I'm going to try to set up a 360 camera in my studio as I'm working on different parts. So as I'm actually going in there and making different cuts and going through and choosing takes, I plan to live stream some of that and to show you guys. You'll also be able to get your name in the videos in creative ways. This is one of my favorite things I came up with. I'm really excited about this. You know how in like Disney movies or Pixar movies, you've got like those little Easter eggs of other movies that Pixar has made, and they kind of throw them in there somewhere that you only see if you look really deep, right? So I thought, well, what if there could be some cool creative way to like work in your name into the music video. Maybe it's on like a book that I'm reading at some point, or it's on like a sign, be like painted on the road or graffiti somewhere. I don't know, but something like that would be really cool. If you have ideas, let me know. I would love to think about those and see what we can do. I want this to be an interactive experience. There are also a couple of spots available if you want to actually come on set and hang out. There's only a couple of those because that's really hard to accommodate a lot of people, but I'd love to have some of you guys as we're actually doing some of the shooting. So I want to invite you to join me in this journey and to be along for the ride as I go through this crazy process of creating my first solo album and trying to express and tell my story. If you would like to become a part of this, there is a Become a Patron button that I believe is up there. It's a big orange button and it looks like this right here. Apparently it's actually coral technically, but I just go with orange because I'm a guy, I only see like 5 colors. After you hit that button, you will get to choose your reward. So choose whichever one you were most excited about and you'll get access to all the things. Thank you for listening to my music, for watching my videos, and for supporting my art. It really means a lot to me and I can't wait to see you inside.